Hello, Potato, and welcome to Just Add Water Wednesday, where today we're going to tap into some energy, some Shizu Energy. Yep, this is another instance where I've bought something based solely on the packaging. It's Shizu Energy Sour and Spicy Vermicelli. 6 packages, more enjoyable. I have no idea what that means, other than maybe there's going to be 6 packets of noodles and various things inside of our insulated paper cup here. It is in date until October of this year, which is a few months away. It's 446 calories and a whopping, does that say 95? No, it's not 95, but it's not far off. It's a whopping 85% of my daily sodium in this cup. So I guess most of the energy comes from salt. Now this is more of the traditional Just Add Water item. No microwaves are required here, no boiling on the stove top. You just add water and you let it go. It's pour all ingredients in bowl, fill a little more than half of the container with boiling water. So I'm guessing we're not going to get a fill line here. And then let it sit for 4 to 5 minutes and mix and enjoy. Now, I've only a couple times tried vermicelli Just Add Water thing in the past, and I've not generally cared for the texture of the noodle, but you know, we gotta try things. It's been a couple years at least since I tried a vermicelli dish, and again, how could I say no to that face? How do you not try? I don't know who that is. I don't know, maybe his Shizu. Unlike with Bulldog, it does not helpfully tell me who their trade character is. It is a product of China though. But maybe if I water injection line. Okay. Well, now I am confused. So it says to fill a little more than half of the container with boiling water, but water injection line is up here. Is there like somewhere where you just like jam this into like some sort of a hypodermic needle and it injects water? I am thoroughly confused and now reasonably convinced I'm going to screw this up. Because it says halfway, but I mean, I read injection line to be a translation of that's where I should fill it to. Well, let's look on the inside, see if there's maybe anything a little more helpful in here. Also kind of like the ice cream pint container like thing going here. I guess that'll be good for steeping it. So let's see what we have inside. We have our little ball of vermicelli, so that's one package. We have a package that says 1 on it. It's full of some sort of a liquid. I feel I should put a tray down. I think I'm going to be making a mess here. Got package number 5, which is very puffy. It has, are those maybe chicken bits? Could be freeze-dried chicken. I'm not 100% sure. I haven't read the ingredients. And honestly, it's so small that I can't anyway, so I'm not going to try. Packet number 6 is some other liquid. Feels like a thinner liquid than that one. That feels a little more syrupy, or maybe an oil. This feels much more watery. Packet number 4 feels like maybe dried vegetables or something. Packet 2 is a powder of some sort. Packet 3 is some sort, maybe like dried onions. So if we have what we've done here is we've separated all the little dried bits out into their own packages. I mean, I'm not sure if that's cool or not, because I mean, we're creating extra landfill if that's all we've done. And we do have a disposable fork. So I don't need to have extra utensils for this. So yeah, let's put a tray down. I feel like this has the potential to be messy. So let's, I guess, let's put our noodles in first. I feel like those should probably go, even though they were at the top of the package, I feel like they should be at the bottom of the cup and all the goodies should pour on them. And that, if I can open them, maybe that's what the fork is for. Can we tear it with the fork? Well, we've punctured it. All right, I think there we go. See, I've tried these like glass vermicelli before, and I didn't care for them terribly. But again, it's been a couple years, you know, tastes change over time. Let's see, get that down to kind of nest in the bottom there. There we go. Oops, lost a bit. Put that back. And let's put in our 6 packages, because 6 packages equals more enjoyable. So here's package number 1. This one feels oily, like almost like a little gritty in there maybe. I feel like this is gonna be the scary red spicy oil part. And yep, that is what this is. This is the scary red spicy. Let's go a little closer to the camera here. A little lumpy. Like probably like little ground up bits of chili in it. Let's get a little taste of that. Ooh, smells really safe. Smells a little like the artificial chicken flavor bulldog. Doesn't taste like it. Definitely, I can taste the sour more. So it doesn't taste like the bulldog. It does smell a bit like it. I am getting some heat, so I think this will be suitably spicy. I don't know if it'll be bulldog spicy, but I feel like it is definitely going to be spicy. All right, packet number 2 is a powder of some sort. So there's our packet 1. That's super appetizing looking, I know. So I feel like I'm not gonna be able to see exactly to halfway this. So let's just put the other 5 packets in here. So packet 2 is probably predominantly salt. Let's try a little bit of that. Very salty, very savory. Could be chicken flavor. A little sweetness to it, not bad. Packet number 3 is, yep, dried vegetables. Got some sesame seeds in there, looks like. Bits of, I don't know if those are onion or seaweed, or cabbage maybe, some carrot. Package number 4. This is like the big lumpy one. And yeah, it looks like little bits of freeze-dried chicken flavored food. Let's try a piece of that. No, that was a mistake. I think that's chicken. I wouldn't, like, you know, swear under penalty of perjury or anything that it is chicken, but I think it is. Then we have number 5 as our puffy one. This one kind of worries me because it's all puffed up, but let's let the air out of the balloon there and see what it was that was all puffy. And it looks like more, oh, it's peanuts. There's peanuts in here. Okay, I didn't, so that's good to know. If you don't get on well with peanuts, you probably want to avoid this. Let's try peanut. Yeah, it's just a peanut. There's no seasoning or anything on it. It's just like a roasted peanut. Wonder why that was all puffed up. That's weird. So here we are with the first 5. Can't really even see the brown lump of our oil anymore. And then finally, number 6. This is, maybe the peanut has some spice on it. I'm getting spice in my throat now. So maybe it's a spicy peanut. And then number 6 got, looks like soy sauce. Not soy sauce. I think there's soy sauce in it. It's very sour though, which, you know, it's a spicy and sour soup, so that's to be expected. All right, so here it is with all 6 packets, because 6 packages equal more enjoyment. So all I need now is add some water, and I'll be right back with some boiling water. All right, so here we are, fresh off the boil, some hot water. And this is where I think things are gonna go sour, because, well, not sour like Sour and Spicy Vermicelli, but kind of pear-shaped, like, let's say that. Just because, again, it says on here to fill half, a little more than half, and then it says up here, water injection line. I don't know. I don't know what to do. And of course, the front of the package is of no help at all, because of course it shows it like in a bowl instead of in the cup that it comes in. So we'll do, I guess, a little more than half. Throw that lid on and give it 5 minutes to steep. Well, it's kind of reducing a little bit. All right, I guess, I think it's a little bit more than half. What would you say? Would you say it's a little more than half? It's a little more than half. It's probably actually quite a bit more than half. So let's throw the lid on and let the Shizu Energy man do his magic. And I will see you in about 5 minutes. Has it been 5 minutes already? Wow, how time flies when you do a jump cut. All right, so been 5 minutes. This should be fully steeped and ready to go. We just need to stir and enjoy. Wow, look how much that chicken and stuff is puffed up in there. I can't tilt it too much. There we go. That's puffed up quite a lot. It's also kind of taken on almost like a ribbon. Are those just more noodles? Were those not actually chicken? Because that is not natural. That is interesting. Is that what it shows on the package here? I guess sort of. It doesn't show them doing what I'm doing, which is like lengthening them out, but I wasn't expecting that at all. So let's give it a stir. That is very, very dark. That stained the noodles quite nicely. Look at that. Look how dark those were. Look at how pale they were to start with. I mean, I know the glass noodles, and that's what glass noodles are supposed to do. But this looks pretty good. It's very, very red. You can smell the sourness a little bit. It's interesting. It's haven't done a ton of sour things on here before. So that should be interesting. All right, so I'm glad it comes with a fork. I don't need to use chopsticks or anything, but I am still going to use a spoon here just so we can get a good look at it without me dripping it all over the table, and maybe try to get some of our chicken rib. And sadly, I think all my peanuts have sunk to the bottom now, so I can't add a peanut to this and everything. Oh, is there a peanut? Nope, that's more of that weird chicken ribbon. Yeah, the peanuts seem to have disappeared. They've sunk to the bottom, and oh. There's a peanut. There's a peanut. Get a peanut in there. Want to try to get, I don't want too much of the chicken wrap. I do want to get a little more noodle in there though. Yeah, this is probably agonizingly long. I'm probably going to hate looking at it when I edit it. But gotta assemble a good smooth. Okay, so we got some of the chicken skin. We've got a peanut in there. We've got noodles. I can definitely smell the sour. It's definitely interesting. Let's see how it tastes. Oh wow, that is very sour. The spice is interesting. It's familiar. I've had things that are this flavor before, but not as sour. That is immensely sour. It's not as spicy as, say, the Bulldog, but it's that kind of heat that more, instead of going in your throat so much, kind of almost tingles on the tongue. There's what is that flavor called? Like mala or sala, something like that. The spice that kind of numbs your mouth a little bit. It kind of feels a little bit like that, and I think it kind of tastes a little bit like that too. I've only had that a couple times. Let's try some of the broth on its own if we can. I feel like we're going to have some situation we had with the vegan curry where those noodles are going to soak up a lot of that liquid very quickly. Let's try some of the broth on its own. Yeah, if you're not a spice person, if you're spice averse, definitely avoid this, but it's not as hot as, say, like spicy Bulldog. But it's got a very, very interesting flavor. The sourness is very interesting in it. The peanut, I didn't really taste anything in the peanut. The peanut was just kind of texture when I was chewing. Let's see if we can get some of that chicken ribbon on its own. See what that's like. Yeah, on its own, it doesn't taste much of anything. I think it's probably something that's really just kind of adding more texture to the dish than any flavor. I mean, maybe some protein. What's the protein like in this? Protein is 9 grams. So you could do worse. The sodium is really atrocious. So 85% of your daily sodium in a single meal is not good. But it is at least a tasty meal. And it's like, you can cut down on that sometimes with these by just not eating the broth. But again, I don't think in a few more minutes there's going to be a whole lot of broth left. I think it is like with the vegan curry. It is soaking right into those noodles. But the flavor hits a lot different with it stuck to and absorbed into the noodles than just eating the broth by itself. It's like it just floods your mouth with the spice, which I feel like I'm getting it on my lips now, with the sourness. It is very strongly flavored. I guess that's why it has so much sodium in it. But it's very interesting, very good. With the sodium level so high, I don't know that I would get it again, but that's based really largely on the fact that it's just so incredibly salty. I mean, it doesn't taste salty, and clearly it is. But actually, the texture isn't bad. It's it's not a ramen texture, obviously. It's a much slicker texture to the noodles, but it's actually quite good. It's just that amount of sodium is ridiculous, totes ridiculous. But I wouldn't mind like a little vinyl version of the little mascot guy. I wouldn't mind knowing what his name is either. I guess I'll just call him Shizu. So I guess that's why he's presented as like a little demon. He's great flavor, but you are trading off your health by having an insane amount of sodium in it. But overall, I will say it's actually quite good, better than I was expecting it to be. Very sour, which is interesting flavor for me. It's familiar. It's not like totally unfamiliar, but it's not something I usually get in like ramen or vermicelli in this case. It's got a good level of spice, not anywhere near my upper levels, but if you are not a spice person, you're not going to enjoy this. The sourness is very interesting. The way it hits when you have the noodles compared to just having the broth on its own is very interesting. I don't know that the 6 envelopes equaled more enjoyment to me, but it is quite enjoyable, and I am going to go finish enjoying it, hopefully before all that liquid is completely soaked in. Or maybe it won't. Maybe it does seem to have reached a saturation point. But those noodles puffed up quite a bit, didn't they? So I'm going to go enjoy my Shizu Energy, and hopefully it'll give me some great energy to get through the rest of the day. I hope you found this all interesting and entertaining. If you did, give it a like, subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.